Okay guys, Carl here from North Coast Constrictors. So this morning very quickly, because I'm feeding tonight, wanted to handle some of my retics. So I decided to pull this girl out first. This is my Goldenchild purple albino. Her name is Gabriella. She's been lying in her big water bowl. So she's actually quite cold, to be honest. It was quite a cold night. I think I'll probably move the water bowl, her soaking dish is what I like to call it, into probably a bit closer to the heat mat. But she just feels freezing. But that's what they like. That is crazy. Object, 23 degrees. But I mean, her hotspot in her enclosure, which is huge, her hotspot is sitting at 31 degrees Celsius. So she can move there anytime she wants. But for some reason, she just loves to be in the water. Anyway, so this is Gabriella, and I'm just giving her some, what I like to call socializing time. Handling time, keep them used to the human touch so that they're not aggressive when it's time to pull them out and hold them. Like I like to do, there's no point in keeping retics like this unless you're gonna, oh, she's a stunner. You know, I breed them for sure. Well, I've just started to breed them. Next year will be the first year that I breed retics. I've got 6. 2 or 3 of the females will be breeding ready. I've got 4 females and 2 males. She is one of the females that I'm going to be breeding. So she'll be paired to one of the males, which is a motley het albino male, and the other male is a motley purple albino het titanium. That guy might be a little bit small for her next year, but we'll see how he goes, and we'll see how he grows. In a year's time, he may be able to lock up with her, the motley purple albino. Now, I kind of am breaking a rule. Mind you, I've got this on free here. Always, guys, when I do these YouTube videos, always trying to encourage safe handling of retics. This girl is between 9 and 10 feet now. I'm still establishing trust with her, okay? I'm slowly letting her get close to my face. I haven't had her from a hatchling. I haven't had her from a yearling. I got her at about 9 feet. She's probably grown about a foot since I've had her, maybe half a foot. I haven't measured her. She's certainly packing on some size. This particular retic is, out of all of the 6 retics that I've got, the most aggressive. You wouldn't think so from this video. But she's, when I say she's aggressive, she's cage aggressive, which means that when I go to take her out of her enclosure, she gets mad. She doesn't want to come out. She likes to stay inside the enclosure. She bites the snake hook. I never go into the enclosure and try and get them out without using one of these. I always tap hook train them. I just tap them on the top of their head like so, you know, while they're still in the enclosure. Get them out of that feeding response, because the moment that I put my hand in to take them out, and I know I sound repetitive on my videos, but it's important for somebody that's watching my YouTube channel for the first time to understand that the different moods that retics are in. One is feeding mode, the different modes, feeding mode, that's, you know, or sleeping mode, or inquisitive mode. All right. Right now she's in inquisitive mode. This is the mode that she's in now. But the first mode, when I slide open that glass door, is I kept a big glass enclosure in another room. This is my ball python room. I've come in here because this is where my camera equipment is. as you slide that door open, the mode that they're in is feeding mode, because I think now they're going to be offered a meal, which is natural. Okay, so you've got to get them out of that mode. You've got to get them into inquisitive mode, and how you do that is you tap them on the top of their head now with your snake hook, which is what I do to her. So like I just touch her on top of their head, and if I had to put my hand straight in there, my hand emits heat. So the first thing she's going to do is chop, bite my hand, latch onto it, and probably wrap me. And that's going to be very, very painful, and it's going to be a mission to get her off, because she's bitten this before. Now you can see on this snake hook here, I've got two spongy parts to it, where I can grip here or I can grip there. Now she's bitten on here before and wrapped, and she's bitten on here before and wrapped, and to get her off, I mean, and she's held on her. It's easier to get her off if she bites the metal part, but if she gets onto this spongy part here, which is kind of like as if she had to get onto your skin, your teeth have sunk into there, and she's got a nice grip. Yeah, it's not so comfortable for her. It's very it's hard for her. You know, she's biting into it, and she's only holding on because she's angry and scared. But this is a little bit easier for her, and she sunk her teeth into this before, and I've had to remove her out while attached to this, and then get her mouth off of this. And let me tell you, getting her to let go of this spongy part out of her enclosure was a mission. I literally, like, seriously, I had to really, you know, try. I didn't want to. Okay, look, there's a couple of things that you can do. One of them is this alcohol hand sanitizer here. Okay, if a retic is biting you, you just spray this into its mouth. This alcohol F10 hand sanitizer, or any alcohol hand sanitizer, what we all had during COVID, what we kept and disinfected our hands with. Now that'll make them let go. Listerine will make them let go. If you go and hold her head under hot water, if you go into the bathroom or the kitchen, depending on where you are in the house, you go and always make sure you've got an arm free, so that you don't get the blood supply cut off from your brain, because this girl can choke you out very quickly. Go and hold their head underneath a hot tap. Turn it on while it's cold, and then turn it up to heat. And then as it starts getting hotter and hotter, and you hold the head directly underneath that, wherever they're biting, if it's a place on your body that they're biting that you can get underwater. If they've bitten you on your side or something like that, then you got no chance. Okay, you have to, you've got to go get in the shower, or as a last resort, and I kid you not, guys, the tail, bite it. That is your last resort. If you're getting bitten and wrapped up by a constrictor, by a retic, and if you can get the tail. And I've done this before. I had to do it while that's in fact how I got her off that snake hook, is I took her tail and I just slowly, I nibbled on it. Didn't hurt the snake. I just used my teeth to gently, oh, she's strong. She wouldn't let go of that spongy part, and I couldn't get her off. So what I did is I applied a little bit of pressure with my teeth. So this is not animal cruelty, guys. It's the only way I could get her to let go, is I just did that, and I bit down gently, and eventually this girl here let go the snake hook. But what a gorgeous reticulated python. Look at those blue eyes. Hey, that is a Goldenchild purple albino. She is one of my absolute favorite retics. She'll be breeding ready next year. She'll be about 5 years old next year. I think she's absolutely stunning. So what I'm doing now is I'm working her, I'm exercising her, I'm getting her used to me, getting her used to my voice, making sure I don't break the golden rule, keeping a space between her and my neck. If she had to wrap around me, because guys understand that they wrap around you to hold on. They're not trying to kill you. Okay, she's got me in a hand lock now. You must understand, to try and get this out, you've got to use some strength. Now, if she wraps, you can see she's wrapping her, she's coiling around my body here, and she's doing that just to hold on. She's also warming herself up, okay, and she's exploring. Anyway, so what I'm doing here is I'm just getting her used to me. Again, I've only had her for about 6 months, and once she's out her enclosure and I've got her in my hands like this and I'm holding her and maneuvering her, she's cool. You can see that she's great. She's not aggressive, she's not angry, she's relaxed. You can see the long, slow tongue flicks. Okay, that's a sign that she is relaxed. Okay, her pupils aren't dilated. That's something that you need to watch out for. Dilated pupils. That's right now you can see a lot of the blue. Okay, if you see those pupils dilate and all of a sudden they go nice and big and black, so they go from being like cat eyes like that there to being round and almost black, that the pupil takes up most of the blue. That's a problem. That's she's zoning and she's gonna bite. But this here now, these slow tongue flicks and undilated pupils, that means she's chilled, and she's calm, and she's quite happy, and she's relaxed. So what I'm doing is I'm busy holding her, I'm busy handling her. Decided to make a quick YouTube video, and the reason why is because tonight she's getting fed, and I won't handle for about 4 days. I know you can handle probably for 24 hours afterwards. 24 to 48 hours is usually the kind of benchmark. I don't like to handle for about 3 or 4 days. I've also been feeding her slightly smaller. I'm feeding her two rats, frozen thawed rats, and she's now got down onto the I'll just move this camera down so you can see. She's now gone onto the floor, and we'll see if we can get her. Well, we don't want her to go underneath, and that's what they do, guys. They'll try and get out. They'll try and get onto the floor and underneath something. So, and this would be quite nice to try and see, to try and show you. Even the camera won't pick up how long she is, but this is yeah. You see how thick she is, but yeah, let's not tempt fate. I've had her big, not sister, but the other big female get under these racks in the ball python room before, and she's bigger than this girl, and to get her out is an absolute mission. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Look at this lock that she's got on my arm here. Okay, so she's, half of her body is down here past my groin, okay, all right, and her head is touching and 3/4 of the way down on the floor. Now, yeah, she's a big snake, okay, she's a good 9-10 feet. Okay, so anyway, have a last look at this beautiful girl. Okay, now you see what I did there. Okay, she was making direct eye contact with me. My face is a heat source. I saw the pupils start dilating, and she started to curl up into the S position. She started winding her body up into a striking position. That's never a good sign when you're handling. So what I did is I spun her around, and what that does is that kind of disorientates them. Okay, like you saw me spin like that. So that just kind of, if she was zoning in on me, which what she was doing, it means she was going to take a swipe, she was going to take a swing, she was going to strike. It looked like she was going to strike at me, and me swiveling around like that just took her off balance. It kind of disorientated her, and it stopped her from, she was going to bite me there. I know that for a fact. I've been holding them long enough to understand that that was immediately, it's just, guys, it's going to happen if you're going to keep big snakes, big retics, big constrictors. Understand that it's not a case of if you're going to get bitten, it's when you're going to get bitten and how you're going to handle it, and also how you can prevent it and be safe. But she's now back out of, she's not aggressive at all, but it is time to put her back into her enclosure. She's had enough exercise now. Maybe she was just getting a little bit irritated. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, reticulated python, female, Goldenchild, purple albino. One of my favorites, absolute specimen. Can't wait to breed her. She'll be bred to a motley purple albino, het titanium, which won't do anything. But that same male is going to another motley purple albino, het titanium, to get motley purple albino titaniums or super motley, hopefully, but that'll only happen in about 3 years time. The females too small still. So guys, from me and Gabriella here, cheers for now. See you on the next YouTube video. One last look at this beautiful girl and her blue eyes for you. There she is. This is Gabriella, and it's cheers from Cole in South Africa, North Coast Constrictors.